So how's the universe treating you, Pawel? How's it going?
It's fine. I was surprised by your offer to join you today, but I'm happy that we finally
Got the
meet each
opportunity.
other. Yeah.
Now are you like excited about it or like are you feeling a little bit nervous? I guess this is your first time being on YouTube.
Yes, exactly. This is my first time. Um, I've never used Zoom before, so we have some little difficulties in the beginning, but we overcome that. And even I wasn't at any time on YouTube as a creator or a guest, so this is my debut as well.
Oh, that's great. I'll share the link with you and you can share it with your friends and family members.
Yeah, I will definitely share that link because I want to know the opinions, how I looked.
Okay. And by profession, like I'm in the business of teaching English. I share the beauty of the English language with others. So I'm a teacher, and because of that reason, I also run my YouTube channel called English with Channel, and there I invite people, beautiful and intelligent people like you, to be my guest, and we can have a conversation till the cows come home.
So much, so many generous words. Thank you for that. But that's great that you are doing this mission, that you are providing education for any other people. So that's really superb.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, and I would like to know, Pavel, like, what are the things in life you are passionate about?
To be honest, very important for me is taking care about my health and doing sport activities.
Oh,
So I cycling. Next to me is a stationary bike. So I doing all sort of things that keep me in shape.
okay, man.
Mm.
Sorry for interruption, but we are like two peas in a pod. I'm a yoga trainer, and I'm also a really health conscious person. I take yoga, like I teach yoga on regular basis. I take one class of yoga early in the morning, and I don't consume junk food and all. So I've been doing it for many months ago. It's been a long time. So I'm also passionate about health. So that is the thing that connects us.
To be honest, it was maybe 2 days ago. I got a message in app that someone is doing yoga, and I saw the reverse warrior position, so it was interesting for me. I could do that if I have a trainer in person, but for now I don't have time to add any new activity for myself. But I appreciate any kind of new experience that I could enjoy.
Okay. And what do you do for a living, Pavel?
I'm a warehouse worker, so you actually find me in the moment when I was ending my day. I work on 3 shifts, but this is not something that I could do forever because, like, the very new thing is automatization. We got robots, we got all those sorts of equipment that are replacing humans. So I need to find new ways, new solution for myself.
Makes sense. Yeah. Like, so in the light of what you are saying, Pavel, do you think that AI is ultimately gonna take the, jobs of human beings?
Yes, definitely. We see this with online creators. This is happening right now, but there are some new progress in robotics like Optimus and those Chinese products.
Yeah.
So soon we will see first effects of that.
Okay. Makes sense. All right. And tell me something about life in Poland, life in general. How do you live your life? Do you live with your family alone? Tell me something about that.
Life in Poland is very safe. In many countries in Europe, situation from district to district can vary can be different. But in Poland is quite stable and safe. We have some issue on the eastern border with hybrid war, but we are doing our best to keep our society safe. I think at this day and age, people are happy about economic status of themselves. So you see that they are going outside, they are doing activities, they are going to cinema, and they are happy. And me also, I got some benefits from work, and I try to exercise as much I can.
Okay, I'm delighted to know that. And like if a person who has never been to Poland and if he wishes to come to Poland, like if I want to come to Poland, what are the things that I need to keep in my mind?
Um, if you if you would be respectful for the people and for the culture, people will embrace you. Even Polish are at the first meeting may seem cold, but this is just the mechanism, defense mechanism from being conquered many times in the history. So
Mhm.
uh, when they open for you, they are heartwarming and the best people in the world.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. Like I do have a one great friend, and she's also from Poland, and she often learns English from me. I often help her with her English. But when it comes to your English is you have good command over this language. So may I know like what are the techniques that you try to inculcate in your way of learning English?
I've got a book on learning, and one of techniques was immerse yourself in learning. So you
Hmm.
have to being all the time with the language, for example. For me, it's listening podcasts and watching YouTube movies. And I was also abroad for time, so I had a chance to prove myself that I am capable of speaking English. I had, for example, hospital situation, so I have to be a translator. So I was able to succeed.
That's great, man. So, what's the next stage? Like, what do you want to be in terms of English language? Like, do you have decided anything that I wish to acquire this sort of level?
I have a second foreign language that I started to learning, but I quit. It was German, so maybe at some point I will come back to German. So we could have this conversation, let's say 2 years in German, and maybe this will be both beneficial, mutual beneficial for you and for me.
I would be thrilled to talk with you in German language. However, I have zero clue about it.
If you are familiar with English grammar, so some things you can transfer from one to the another,
Okay, and
like times the construction is similar.
okay, and
and and we have the same roots of the same family of languages. So
mm,
English is very close to German.
all right. And where do you reside in Poland, Pavel?
There are few major cities in Poland, and if you're asking me where I live,
Yeah.
and this is 50 kilometers from Wrocław, which is the capital of Dolny Śląsk region, is next to Germany. So
Okay,
if you see on the map, Germany next to my is on the south is my region, and in the central I live.
got it. And what's the currency in Poland?
Złoty, which literally is translated, you could translate as golden.
Got it. All right. And what are the things that makes Poland unique from other countries?
Except what I said before, safety,
Hmm.
that we are very proud of our history, and we are not easy to change ourselves because of pressure outside.
Okay. And if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Like there are a lot of flora and fauna in Poland. Like it's full of lush green trees and a lot of like forest are there in Poland, right? It's surrounded by nature.
Yes. Uh, in my area, local area, there are a lot of forests, but you can find in Poland also lakes. We've got mountains. We've got access to sea. So we've got everything, maybe except tropical zones, but we've got one desert.
Okay. So would you ever like to go outside of Poland to live a life, or would you be residing for here, like for in Poland for the rest of your
I
life?
decided to live here, but uh, it doesn't mean that I can come up with some new idea and it
Hmm.
could change. But my goal, my personal goal is to starting family. So it's better to stay and find a wife than look around the world. Although there are multiply women all over the world, but I see that the best chance I have here.
Okay. All right. Great. And I do like as I meet a lot of people from different parts of the world. I personally like Poland because from what my friend told me, and sometimes she used to share the pictures of her city, and it was so beautiful, majestic, and a lot of greenery and all. I was like head over heels with the beauty of it, with the beauty of your country, Poland. So that was really top notch, and it was really kind of like education getting for me because I get to know a lot about your country.
There is really a lot to see, and especially when it comes to history, like Second World War II started in Poland, so and there is a lot of that. And we are not an ancient country like China or India, but we still have at 1,000 plus history, so it's also a lot. Comparing to USA, it's we are um, we are a country that was founded on a lot of happenings and wars. So besides nature, you could learn in one of our many museums about the country.
Okay, makes sense. And what is your first perception about India?
India,
Yeah.
well, the country of many languages and many cultures. I
Wow.
know the imperial history. I know that besides those official languages, there are still local language, and they are now. I know that you are developing so fast, and you are so big country when it comes to population. We are the biggest right now, 1.5 billion.
That's
So
true.
quite amazing, and even China can't compete with you right now. They
Wow.
have 10 years. They are 10 years in front of you, but when the population decline, you would succeed, and you will be the the biggest power in Asia and one of fifth in the world.
Yeah, I do wish that that happens. Unfortunately, like in terms of population, India has surpassed the China, like China. However, because of that, a lot of crises are there. Like people do not get jobs, they do not get, proper food. Like sometimes it's really hard to make the ends meet. So yeah, that's not a good
If
thing
I
to happen.
if I can interrupt you for a moment,
Sure.
you've got a very strong industry like Hollywood, your Bollywood, and
Mm,
not only because you have got three places doing movies. So it's we in Europe don't have even one, and you have got three. I watched KKK, which
oh,
was one
okay.
of the biggest movies 2 years ago.
AKK or RRR? RRR.
It was there was two guys. There was
RRR.
one was
RRR.
policeman, and the other
Yeah, yeah.
was
Hmm.
in resistance. And there was this girl. So something like that.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And what about Bollywood? Like, do you know the names of any actors or actresses?
I don't know the names, but I saw a few movies, but not without dancing, without dancing and singing. Um, Recently, I have chance to see a movie with Patel.
Dev Patel.
Uh, yeah, he's Indian, right? From
He's
the
in, although he's in Hollywood, so like,
yes,
yeah.
he made a movie Monkey Man.
Monkey Man, yeah, the one like
Yeah,
action.
so
So that's
yeah,
a Hollywood
so
film. Yeah, I guess.
and it was very decent. I was surprised at how good it was.
Yeah, it was really top notch. I watched it like many moons ago, and it's kind of similar to John Wick, like the way he.
Yeah, you've got this style in Bollywood that some of the movies are over the top,
Yeah.
like Marvel, but in two times more. But this was well grounded in reality.
Like I'm delighted to know that you are, you cherish to watch Bollywood films, because yeah, that's a good thing that I like.
I watch movies from all over the world, so
Oh,
I don't want mind. I watched Squid Game. I watched from different European. I don't have problem to watch in any language, but I need subtitles.
got it. Makes sense. Yeah. And I'm also like a movie buff. Like I tend to watch a lot of films, but most of them are in English. I try to hit two birds with a stone because I get the chance to watch movies for entertainment, and I try to learn English. So I watch majorly English movies, and yeah, I tend to watch a lot of films on weekends.
What are your thoughts on reading in English, like books? But because articles in general are written in simple English, but when it comes to books, the language is sophisticated. So it's
Definitely.
like I've got my ebook and I try to read Terry Pratchett, and I read all the books in Polish, but reading in English is another thing.
The thing is, I am a student of literature, Pawel. Like I did my studies entirely in English. So since my childhood, I used to read books in English, and today also I read self-help books in English. And like you said, the language is sophisticated, but that's the beauty of it. You get the chance to, uh, get acquainted with new words. You can imbibe
Yes,
yourself in the vocabulary. So that's how I try to learn new vocabularies.
but I think you need to adjust the books to your level because if you go if
Yeah,
you take too hard book, you can quit and you discourage yourself.
yeah, that happens in terms of Old English. Like if you go with the language of Shakespeare and all, then it's gonna be really a Herculean task. How and all that kind of.
Do you read
No,
Shakespeare?
no, not at all. That in that case, it can be difficult for me. However, in like advanced English, I'm quite good at it. So I don't feel like, challenging thing.
So as an Indian, um, have you been immersed in English from your childhood, or
Yeah.
you started to learning when you was
No.
later in your life?
No, I must, like you said, myself throughout my life. Like I studied entirely in English medium school, and I did my master's in English. Now I'm also pursuing a doctorate degree in that. So because of that exposure with this language, now I'm at a good place with this language.
So how many languages are in your region right now
Like
that are
personally,
still in use?
I tend to speak three languages: English, Hindi, and Gujarati.
So the third one you have spoken in your house, right?
Yes, Gujarati is the language. It's the state, Gujarat, and Gujarati is the language. So that's what we tend to speak. However, for me, I have to speak in English for 80 to 90%, because I take online classes and I teach English for like 8 to 9 hours. So for me, I have to speak majorly in English language, and same I try to do with my parents. I speak with them in English.
So you had to also learn different writing systems. Like in India, you have a few of them, right?
Writing system. What do you mean by
Ra-
that?
Like Latin alphabet and different alphabets.
Okay, like I'm not getting you, Pawel. Like,
Like like Korean have their own writing system. Japanese have their own writing system. Georgian has their own writing system.
okay, in terms of our languages, that's what you are saying. In terms of like
Yeah,
Hindi,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like there is a regional language. So my regional language is Gujarati, and Hindi is the national language of India. So like
Yes.
So one like a person has to be acquainted with the regional language, the national language, and India like English is ubiquitous. Everyone is crazy about it. So English is like superior language. So it's the dream of every parents that their child should be able to speak in English. So people focus majorly on English.
As your Prime Minister Modi said, are you using word Bharat or
Yeah.
in India more often?
I'm quite thrilled that you have this knowledge about PM Modi and all. As of now, like we tend to use India also and Bharat also.
I see this notion that some countries start to promote their own names of the countries. So, like the Netherlands made that push. So Czechia prefers, in casual way, prefers to be called Czechia than Czech Republic.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And have you ever like if you wish to, which is the first country that you would like to travel, Pavel?
Except the Europe, I could go to India, but really soon I have a trip to Prague in next week. Yeah,
Is
so
it a
I'm going
business
to
trip
see
or
the
like
all the
for traveling purpose?
for my personal
Hmm.
use. I'm going with my best friends, and last year we went to Sofia in Bulgaria, and this year we have this like city break in Prague.
Okay. All right. Wow. Nice.
But if I had a money and I could afford airplane, I could go to India. Which region would you recommend me to go first?
I guess you can pay a visit to my home. You can stay over here, and I'll let you know what are the places that you can visit. So the doors of my home are open for you. And like India is, every region is different from one region to another. So like the ball is in your court. What you need to, what's your priorities? You need to see like beaches and cities, or you want to go with temples or like other historical places.
I like historical places and spending time active. So my legs always hurt on the end of the trip.
Okay. In that case, I guess there is a place called Rajasthan where you can see a lot of historical palaces, forts, and you can pay a visit to our capital city, Delhi. Then you can go to Agra, where you can see one of the wonders of the world, the Taj Mahal. And if you're into temples, my state, Gujarat, is quite, it has a lot of temples, numerous temples in it. So, but make sure that you don't come in the summer season because if you do that, it's gonna be a really pain in the neck for you.
Overpopulated in summer, and the
No, like the
temperature.
temperature won't be, you
Oh,
won't be able to tolerate the temperature during summers because even we Indians can't able to do that.
um, I was working in the greenhouse, so I know the temperature we are talking about. So
Oh,
in the summer, in the with roses, so and tropical plants, and I go often to sauna. So
So you
I
are
know
happy.
what you are talking about.
Okay, then it's great. Then you can visit India anytime. And yeah, even I guess my viewers would be thrilled that a person from Poland, his first priority is come to India. So I'm sure my viewers will love this answer of yours. And on that note, Pawel, I guess I won't hold you any longer. I thoroughly enjoyed our conversation, and I'm looking for our next conversation as well.
Me too, and I'm looking forward for that link
Yeah, sure.
to
I'll
share
share it right away
our
with you.
conversation.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Take care.